stories take amazing turns. For example, Juan Trujillo's.
Juan grew up in Colombia, somehow found his way to a ballet school there, landed in the U.S., eventually made his way to Kansas City, where he and his wife, Stefani Schrimpf, danced with the Kansas City Ballet.
Fast forward a few more years, and you find this creative couple working from a storefront in downtown Overland Park.
That's where the Kansas School for Classical Ballet teaches young dancers not just the steps, but also all the hard work and discipline that the art requires.
These kids, some of them come 2 hours before class even starts. And not because their moms are like, oh, I need to go somewhere else, I gotta drop you off early, but because they want to be here, they're dedicated.
Now we're gonna do it together though, so Nigel has to keep up.
And 3, quicker legs, and close, 4.
I just think Juan and Stefani attract people who really want to come here and work. It's not necessarily a social outlet for them. I mean, they can do social outlet elsewhere.
Slow, allow the machine to help you to feel the muscles.
What they won't find anywhere nearby, at least, is an array of Pilates and gyrotonic machines like this. Pretty as sculptures, designed to help dancers and regular folks alike rehab injuries and gain better body control. The couple had already been using some in a small business based out of their home. Until about 5 years ago, they decided to up the ante and open a school of their own. Stefani remembers the first time they spotted this somewhat unexpected location.
We drove into downtown Overland Park. There was one parking spot, and it was right outside this building, and a big sign that said, "For sale." And we peeked in the window, and at that point we didn't realize how big the space was or what it could potentially turn into.
One of the things I always said is that I could never teach for recreational purpose. So if we were going to get involved in a ballet school, I wanted the ballet school to be professional. So this is not a favor, this is not about finances, it is about art. And if the kids are good, they're moved up. If they're not good, they have to stay where they are. We have parents that have been with us since we started the school, and they see this progress in their kids, and they're fascinated by it. How serious the kids are taking what they do, even though that they're very young. How what we teach them here in the classroom, they're able to take it into everyday activities.
We've had many years teaching experience, and over those years we kind of developed this process that we feel really works for the kids. It's a real tough love situation. They know we love them and care about them and want them to be their best, but we expect them to work at 100% all the time, with the exception of if they're injured or sick or having a bad day. One of the benefits of being a dancer and having had so many ailments, pains, and aches is I can relate to almost everything someone says. A child comes to me and says, my tendon, it's really sore. I know exactly how they're feeling, and I sometimes can help them to feel better.
Now offering 6 levels of instruction in a complex that's larger than it looks from outside, it's hard to believe the KSCB started with only 3 students enrolled.
When they opened up, we came here, we followed them over, and haven't looked back.
Julie Horton's oldest son, Riley, was one of that original trio. He's now studying and working with the Houston Ballet. At 15, her younger son, Connor, aspires to do much the same.
This is maybe where we spend more of our waking hours than we do at our house. We're very grateful. I don't think every ballet school feels like family, but this really does.
It's a family where language isn't much of a barrier. Like many Colombian kids, Juan grew up amidst great poverty. He credits Inco Ballet, the school he attended in Cali, with literally changing his life. So now each summer, students from South America arrive in Johnson County to spend several weeks taking classes and training on the kind of equipment they might not otherwise have access to.
He was in their shoes, and look where he is now, and look at our studio, and look at his career, and it gives them inspiration that maybe they can do that too.
It's the best part of the summer when the Colombians come and they have no idea what I'm saying and I have no idea what they're saying. But you know, that's the great thing about dance is that you don't necessarily have to talk.
Ay, ay, ay. Traffic problems here.
It transforms this studio into something different, which is what I think is so special about it for our home kids. You know, this studio becomes an international dance studio. It's an amazing experience. It really is.
Every year, more and more kids from Colombia have been able to participate. But Monica Guerrero has been involved all along. She's known Juan for decades. Now her duties include both training the school's instructors and fine-tuning its curriculum.
Every time I come, I learn something, and I'm always learning something from him. He thinks that I'm giving something to the school, but I think the other way.
Let's do plie as we close. So don't close first plie.
Juan is looking for those boys and girls who has great opportunities in their bodies, but they don't have the opportunities economically.
That's totally true with him. If it was up to Juan, everyone would go free. So yeah, that's really would be his goal.
In fact, 30% of the Kansas School of Classical Ballet's students attend on scholarship. Juan calls it giving back. That also describes Let's Move, a new project recently undertaken with KVC hospitals. It brings basic dance training to troubled youths at a residential treatment facility in KCK.
You know, they're excited for something new and it's a place for them to get away from the chaos that they're in. To walk in there and be able to just not think about anything else for a little while, but how to move my body and what's going on.
When you're there, you see these kids smiling, you see these kids playing, being creative, feeling comfortable in their own skin. To be able, as a person, to provide that, it is a privilege.
Community support has nurtured this program specifically, and the school's quest for excellence in general. But it's hard to picture so much growth in such a short time if it weren't for the creative couple at its core.
As much as I'm saying that we've been for 20 years together, I actually think if we were an average couple, we've been together for 40. Right? Because we live together, we work together, everything has been together. But she's an incredible partner. I think that she's one of the best teachers I know. She's a very smart lady. She married right.